If you love motorcycles, or even if you don't, there's a new place in Tecumseh that you need to put on the must-see list.
Bill and Carla Montz have built what is believed to be the only motorcycle museum in the Cornhusker State. And right now we welcome in Lance Schwartz with the latest installment of Lance's Journal. Hi, Lance.
Hi, guys. You know, this story really hits home with me. I started riding motorcycles when I was a wee lad, so I love me some motorcycles. Bill Montz was just 6 years old when he inherited a Doodlebug mini bike that was bought at the Gamble store in Tecumseh. It took no time before Bill just flat fell in love with motorcycles and horsepower. Today, 70 years later, Bill still hasn't fully quenched his need for speed.
But I've been in it for a long, long time. Love every bit of it.
And Bill Montz's affection for motorcycles is evident just as soon as he starts telling stories.
The Simpsons got a lot of history too. It's 1957.
Fortunately for Bill, he found a woman that also loves motorcycles.
Carla and I have done a lot of our own restoration in this museum. We both have the same passion for it, and that makes our lives really good together.
Bill gave Carla a ride on his Harley 20 years ago.
And that just opened up a whole new world.
Carla fondly refers to her time behind the handlebars as wind therapy.
I just love it. I don't know how I ever did without it. I just love these bikes. I love everything.
Everything that she just said makes my life wonderful, you know.
Bill and Carla opened the Montz Motorcycle Museum in downtown Tecumseh last August.
We've collected motorcycles, and the two of us have restored a lot of stuff together.
This is the oldest motorcycle in Bill and Carla's collection. It's a 1902 Peugeot, and it's believed to be the oldest motorcycle in Nebraska. There is a story behind each and every one of these 74 motorcycles, but the best story is attached to this 1943 Indian.
It was basically made as a messenger bike for the military in World War II.
Bill owned a 1943 Indian when he was 13 years old.
But it didn't go fast enough for me, so
Bill traded it away 60 years ago, and he thought he'd never see it again. Until he bought this 43 Indian.
And I look at the top of the title and it says Johnson County. This is where I get kind of choked up yet every time I tell this story.
The odds were 1 in a million.
So this bike was my childhood bike, and after all these years it came home.
Another important piece of the collection is this motorcycle that was once owned by Hollywood actor Steve McQueen. And Carla's favorite motorcycle is this Harley-Davidson rickshaw.
Bill and I restored this Hawaiian tourist bike in her honor.
Value doesn't make too much difference to us because we just like the bikes. If they were worth $150,000 or $500, it'd make the same difference. We think the same of the bike, and we like to have them for people to enjoy, and that's our big goal.
If you'd like to enjoy Bill and Carla's collection, they say the museum is open Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. or by appointment. And if you go, I recommend that you pack a lunch because there are 74 motorcycles and a half-hour story for each one of them. So you just might be there a while. And just so you know, Bill can also talk automobiles. He was a used car salesman in Lincoln for 20 years. He's been back in Tecumseh for 20 years, and now he's been the mayor of Tecumseh for 8 years.
Who knew? A Steve McQueen connection to Tecumseh, Nebraska.
It's pretty cool. I'll guarantee you it is worth the drive to Tecumseh.
All right. Thank you so much, Lance. We'll still had a former Nebraska